Hi everybody, I'm here reporting on yesterday's 2-each draw at Easter Road against Hibs, and as you can hear I'm getting worse if not better, so this is going to be very quick. A meaningless game, but somehow it managed to show the two sides to this terrible Rangers team. On the one hand we made 10 chances, 10 shots on target, and we only scored 2 goals. Hibs had 4 attempts at goal, 3 on target, but they managed to score 2 goals. The fact that we didn't score more was down to poor finishing from the likes of Drossers and Danilo, and Czerny had probably the biggest miss of the lot at 1-0, and good goalkeeping sometimes from the Hibs keeper. So at one end we can't put them in enough, and at the other end 2 goals on 3 chances made. Just ridiculous. Usual thing, cross into the box, Robin Butter nowhere to be seen. Well, he was 2 yards ahead of the guy who's going to nod it unchallenged into the net, with Jack Butland stranded in no man's land. So an absolutely ridiculous goal to lose, but one we've lost I don't know how many times this season. And of course the first one, breakaway up the left, cut back, again proper hand up, looking for offside on the guy who cuts it back instead of going towards him and tackling him or blocking the cross, and one shot is in the net. And by the way, that came from the situation where we should have been 2-0 up, because thanks to the most anti-Rangers ref you'll ever find, Nick Walsh, he managed not to see the ball going well over the goal line, thanks to Nicholas Raskin. It should have been 2-0 up. Instead, he says no goal, they rush up the other end and equalise. And if you look at all the various angles, even a referee, I watched it on the replays, he's about 8 yards away, clear view of the whole thing, nobody in front of him. If he can't see that ball's over the line, or even if he can't be 100% definite, he must think that's a goal and award it. But oh no, he remembers the first law of the School of Refereeing promoted by Peter Lawwell. If in doubt, when it comes to Rangers, just go against them. That way you'll come to no harm. If you give them anything that's contentious, your life will be a misery for at least a week. So in any doubt, just go against Rangers, you'll be okay. And that's undoubtedly what he did. You'll not get a clearer goal than that. And he chose to decide it wasn't actually completely over the line. Absolutely ridiculous. That guy should have been hunted by us after he sent Diamandi off up at Tannadice a month or so ago and didn't change his decision despite VAR telling him to go and have a look and change his mind. That should have been the last straw for him. We should have done what Celtic did all these years ago against Dougie Donnelly, Dougie McDonald, who actually got the correct decision, but because he had changed his mind, Celtic went after him and he ended up retiring. That's what we should have done with Nick Walsh after the Diamandi fiasco, and it's come back to bite us again. Not for the first time, he's done other things in between for us or against us, but that was the most blatant one so far. Clear goal, disallowed. It's only Rangers, they're not going to do anything about it. Well, let's hope the new manager and the new owners don't let them away with this, because they just keep doing it. So anyhow, a nothing game, 2 each. We should have won that by a few goals. We didn't. Down to us. Helped by the referee, you must say. So what a way to end the season. At least let's hammer Nick Walsh, if nothing else, in the coming weeks, and don't let them away with it. So end of a terrible season. We can only hope, new owners, new manager, things will be better in the years to come, if not the immediate months ahead of us. I'll be back off and on with certain reports, maybe looking at new signings or the new manager, whoever. So don't give up on me unless I literally do croak it and you don't hear from me ever again. Bye for now.